What am I going to do?
You just start boxing. We will see what happens with you. Tell us if we see or recognize things. Outside of patterns, and depending on that, we will continue with either schema therapy or a method. You need to see which techniques we will use.
Yes, okay.
I'm looking forward to it, and I feel like smashing. So apparently something builds up in me during the week, and when I smash it out, I become very calm. But I don't know if it also has to do with the drama.
Can I warm up first? Just boxing. Stay still. Stay still. Don't move.
That's correct.
Yes, exactly. This one again. Exhale well. Punch. Good. Very good. You're not completely warmed up yet. You can start a bit slower.
Turn smooth. Check.
Ooh, left hind leg go. Right, last time, done.
What really stands out to me is that after punching, you always take a step back, as if you want to keep space for the boxer to, yes, actually, so you're not applying pressure. Do you recognize that?
Yes, you just have to say it. I must also say that it's something you automatically do with Taekwondo. So you go in, tak tak, and then you go out again to defend. So it's a bit learned. It's really learned from Taekwondo that you do a few hits and then go out again.
Yes.
But you want, of course, psychotherapeutically. Do I recognize that?
Well, that's what I notice now. So yes, it could be a learned pattern, but it could also be something, yes, I don't know, it just stands out to me.
I don't know. I also think if I just dive right in, then I'm kind of like a family tree or something, that it naturally has to be here. But yeah, in daily life, I don't think people become very direct from it.
So maybe it's interesting to experiment a bit with staying put, or at least not stepping back like you keep doing now. And for me, it doesn't have to be about completely pounding him into the ropes. It can be, but it doesn't have to. But that you thank. But if you say, just stay put for a moment to feel what happens, if you don't actually increase that distance, yes.
It is like hearsays. Six. So you each other 4. A bit more. Exactly 2. But look carefully. 2. Oh, yes.
See.
It's a good one. 1 harder. 4 more. Headbutt at the back yourself. 4 more. Left back arm. Go.
Best.
Yes. Come on, Bass. Bass. Wow.
Plus this time, go! Best Bass, I hear it's good. Then you noticed you managed to stay in his space.
Yes, I think.
The yes. Yes, you did at the beginning, and later you actually fell back into your old pattern. I don't know if you noticed that. So then you went a bit more, I think, into reverse or into the space, because it's a kind of pattern where you actually want to give the other person space, not to hack into them. You could say here in the ring. And when you think about that, so now about this pattern or mechanism, does something come to mind where you think, oh yes, but that is something I learned to protect myself? Or are there memories associated with that?
I don't know if that is part of it, but what I thought about beforehand when I came here, and I think it was part of it, but I need to think about how. But it's that my dad was always very performance driven, and that was conditional, yes. So that I always had to do things to be seen and loved. I never catch that mechanism again.
I have no one to deliver to, but when I step in on my turns, yes, that
It's a kind of protection for that part. Yes, certainly, a bit of what you then protect. What would happen? Suppose you would give in, so to speak, or step in. What is the worst that could happen for you?
Yes, I think so. That I then end up in a kind of persistence that I can't get out of, just like before. Yes, and he has, of course, also treated me a lot.
How does an image of that prison come to mind?
Yes, so we had to do all sorts of things with my father back then, and I remember that once on a Saturday we had to do crafts, which I really didn't feel like doing as a child. It was really cold, and then I soldered as a 10-year-old, and then it's also a blister on my hand, and then I had to, upon returning home, I thought, okay, now I've done what was needed, and then there was still some damn dictation to do from my father with a fountain pen. Living like in the 1920s, and then I thought, it hurts so much with that blister, and this and that really embodies that feeling of being trapped for me. Yes, I'm just not going to do it, I said to him then, and that was one of the only times I said, okay, I'm really not going to do this.
Then you didn't step in.
No? So I didn't get in then, exactly, when you say I'm not going to do that. And then, my father is really a leader in a certain sense, and he couldn't handle that. And he then shouted to my mother, and my mother was named Ineke, and he said something like, everyone says they should do it or something. And I and my twin brother, and then my mother said, yes, just do it, boys. And then I thought, damn, I am the only one here who could still say no.
That's it.
Actually, it was ignored that you didn't want to step in, yes. And now you never want to step in anymore, so to speak. Yes, to prove that you have control over yourself, yes.
And my mother then said, no, just let him do it. But that horse had, like, all the crap I can imagine.
And when you look at that image, what conclusion did you draw about yourself then?
Think what I want to do? No, right? Yes.
If you then look at that image, say to yourself, I am worthless. Focus a bit on those places in your body, and then we will continue with boxing. And Melvin will also help you with kicking.
Yes. Look. Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay, maybe stop for a moment because I can imagine it slowly fading, but what do you notice?
I kind of like it when I imagine it. Picture in front of me with a dead mess.
And what is nice about it, because that's a nice word you used, it is nice if I do have that picture.
It's just a dad sitting there like a child who doesn't get his way. He wants his children to do something they simply don't want to do, which also isn't good for them. And can you then?
When you look at the image, just feel how your body feels. Where do you feel those rebellious children now?
Breasts and such a thing. Also nice if you can feel that in between.
Yes, so we will occasionally remind you of that image and also of that emotion in your body. Yes, great, yes. Oh, let's look at the image, yes.
Yes, behind, yes, behind, yes. Oh, okay, maybe stop for a moment.
And what happened right at the end?
There?
Yes.
too enough reach or something.
But I saw there for a moment just a flash. So you are a master, maybe in things kind of overcompensating or something. I saw your vulnerability in that pressure, so to speak, is in there. Then I can see how you must have felt as a child, now that you mention it.
I was thinking more technically, like that distance isn't right or something.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, maybe look again. Yes, scarf, 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 scarf.
Scarf, horse, like that. Ah, yes. Tattoo, horses, shark, to the horses, pa! To the perpetrator, here is 2, 6. Yes, that is really ash, 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 ash.
Right hind leg go. 8.
Yes, 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 maybe.
Just stop for a moment, because something fun is happening with this melon. Give you a push, right? Yes, and I actually saw a kind of...
What are you doing now? Expression, what happened to you?
So I should say that it actually gave me freedom. I thought, oh.
How beautiful.
You can just lean against it for a moment and then continue.
Wait a minute. So actually, as long as the rules are kind of determined within a framework for you, you feel unfree and don't step in. And the moment the other starts to play, you can actually play more too.
Yes, certainly.
So your happy child suddenly came up.
And that is also something in daily life that I know about myself. Like, okay, if I have that freedom, so to speak, then it's fine. Yes, then it's okay.
Look at that memory again, or recall that feeling of the memory once more. That prison you just mentioned, yes, and try to combine that with what you now hear is allowed to feel. Yes, yes. Then we bring those two together. Yes.
Oh shit. Oh.
Are you still enjoying yourself for a moment? Take another look at that image.
Ate that for me for the child.
Oh, okay, yes, but...
Okay. Is it also? Yes.
Thanks. Wonderful. Nice.
Yes. Oh, and now very briefly maybe, how was this?
For you, what did you notice or learn?
I really enjoyed messing up my father. I feel really good just seeing that in front of me and flicking it away, really.
What you have felt now is actually a kind of rescripting experience? Yes, exactly.
That, I think, okay, I can physically dominate him with anger, and I can play it.
Can play? Yes, yes, nice, yes.
Thank you. Yes, really nice. Yes, yes, Wesley, I do enjoy going under the knives again, as it is here. But what? What did you notice? You were just talking about that.
To deliver what you also very much experienced with your father and what eventually changed, that if you can experience that playfulness, that you much more
Can be free.
You saw that too.
Yes, so that was really beautiful. Something really changed in your face. There is still a kind of dependency on whether the other person is doing okay to be able to step into it yourself. So that is something reactive, you could say.
There was also a thought that came to me.
But the question is whether you are not waiting until you think, no, the coast is clear, the other won't, or maybe even as an association with me, right? That you have the fear of overstepping the other's boundaries. So there, we saw that right at the beginning, right? Yes, that you actually also think, yes, I have to be careful or hold back or be cautious out of fear of trampling. Yes. So maybe you also have experienced that when you did go play or did what you wanted, that it was commented on as boundless or
You were called back, or I don't know, but that's an association. Yes.
I'll let it sink in for a moment because I think it's nice to think about. Yes, it's nice to be under the knives again.
Yes, that is true.